Peace and blessings. This is your dear sister, Dee Dee Blackman. For those of you who are new, it's Asar Bliss. And I am in collaboration with my beloved cousin, Tristan Gray, who I had the pleasure of connecting with. I would say really connecting with, guess what? 5 years ago. So we're going to be taking a deep dive journey as a family, and it's a family affair, the Gratitude Gala, and it is basically a prelude to telling our collective stories of definitely resilience and some unspoken traumas and pains. We're going to be releasing those in support of one another. This is a vision. Again, 5 years ago when our paths crossed, Tristan and I both had a passion I had the passion for seeing triumph over where there was trauma, and in some cases of our family members, what we would call tragedy. And he was very passionate just about knowing who our family members were and had such a pride about being a Gray, and I found it odd. And so we're going to be taking this deep dive together, sharing our stories from a place of gratitude. So this is called the Gratitude Gala. It's a family affair, and we're off to a documentary series that would flow from that documentary. So this is our earnest and humble attempt to see the vision of God of many years back, and in beloved memory of our uncle, his grandfather, Leon Gray, Uncle Leo to me. And he did play an active presence in my life from childhood on up to 4 years ago when he made his transition. So he was very much aware of our family's journey in fleeing domestic violence and was in support of that. And it was one of the kind of behind the scenes support. So this is in memory of my Uncle Leo, my mother, Annie Mae Blackman, who was Harriet Tubman in our neighborhood, a bridge for so many other mothers and women, families who were leaving abuse. So her ministry is very much alive in this project. My father, Randall Jack Blackman Jr., who was a community organizer, activist, trailblazer, not only a national servant, a world servant, but a wonderful friend. So here we go, off to joyous fun together. Peace and blessings, and much love to this HOP production, the Gratitude Gala. It's a family affair. You're not alone.
I'm going to be talking about the topic of discussion, which is what I gained from my experiences of being homeless, and it was honestly horrible. I didn't like it. If I had a choice to choose over living in a mansion or being in a car, I would definitely choose a mansion, because a mansion is much better than living in a car. What I gained, since that's the topic of discussion, I think I just honestly, mentally, I got better at kind of understanding things around me, because as a child, of course, you don't really know what's going on around you, because you're just a sponge of information. You gain what's happening around you. You may say some things that are really offensive that you don't know, but you're a sponge at that age. For my 13 years of living on this planet, I really just noticed that my situation isn't unique, and that there are a lot of other people who are going through this. And it really just needs to be noted. And yeah, I mean, the mass amounts of people that go through this is kind of insane. And once you really put that into your mind and head and think about it, it makes you think, why do we think about wars or all these other things when really we should be having a war on poverty and things like that instead of a war on terrorism? Terrorism, yeah, but I mean, we're just wasting billions of trillions of dollars on a market that is really just temporary and literally only leads to destruction.
Feel me? Took a trip to the Bay. She met my fan bam, met my grandpa Leo, you know what I'm saying? And I just, right around 2015 was around the time, maybe a little earlier than that, I started going there, but that's when I really started, I was like out there thick, you see what I'm saying? Like, so smell me on that. Like, when I was a kid, I didn't really get to see my grandpa, you feel me? He was in Oakland, and my dad usually said, don't go to Oakland. And my grandpa was saying, it's bad out here, you feel me? You might not want to come out here, or I'll come out to you. So it was just nice for my wife to meet my grandpa, because I'm still learning my grandpa too at that time. And got along, he did a little dance, you feel me? You know, Louisiana, we be jigging, you feel me? Over in that Baton Rouge, that area, you know what I'm saying? East Baton Rouge, that's where great-great-great-grandpa Abraham Gray, his son George Gray, and then my great-grandpa Papa Thomas Caesar Gray. Bam. And then my grandpa Leo Gray, you feel me? That's the Gray gang, you feel me? The Gray lineage, the genealogy, you feel me? So, my grandpa Leo was the studious one. He was the one that always fixed things. If you was in funk or some trouble, you got some street beef, or you got some law beef, or you got some legal or court, you know what I'm saying, police issues, he was the man to go to. The whole damn family went to him, you know what I'm saying? Like, elaborate things well. He's a very eloquent speaker.